all these white lies got me hypnotized. Get out of my head, get into my bed, I'm broken. It's only a matter of time, shifting my paradigms. You hold me, you hurt me, I'm sinking and drowning, and I don't deserve it. Your heart is frozen, the water is rising and I'm just a drop in the ocean. Falling, slow motion. You're wishing on me and I'm just a drop in the ocean.
I'm back again. Okay, so the fish room is very nearly completed. We're just waiting on things to come through now in the post, like sand and lights for the racking and things like that. So, as you can see, it's not a bad day today. The ice has gone. We're back to, unfortunately, mud, but you know, hey ho. So I'm now starting to think about what I need to do outside for the koi. So, as you can see, I'm standing next to my temporary koi house, and said temporary koi house has done absolutely wonderfully. I must add, she's done beautifully, considering she's not doing the job that she should be doing. She's been up in all this nasty weather, all this ice and high winds and horridness. And as you can see, we have a hill. Look, just there. Look, we have a hill. She's starting to come apart the seams. She's doing well. She's hanging on. She's hanging on, people. Do you want to see inside? Look, very messy. Everywhere's very messy at the moment. My garden, my place does not do well in winter. We get very muddy and it's horrible and yucky and sticky and slimy and bleh. So, do you like my plaster? Excuse the horrible plaster. I nearly sliced my finger off trying to do the airline system on my bait rack. And when I mean I nearly sliced my finger off, I nearly sliced my finger off. But it's okay. I had a whacking great big bandage on it. I managed to stick the flap back down. We're all good. We're just left with this nasty blue plaster. Anyway, beside the point. Let's get away from my grossness. Okay, right. So, we need to start thinking. So, my thoughts are at the moment is I have a frame of a polytunnel left on the property that's still not in too bad shape. It's there. It is upright. So, I have asked for my birthday. Because, you know, it's birthday month this month. February is a very busy and expensive month for us because we have 3 birthdays in the month of February. We have my wonderful partner Paul, who is on the 8th of February. I am on the 18th of February, and my daughter is on the 28th of February. Yes, I know, 10 days apart, all the 8th is wonderful. It means, though, that it's a very bleeding expensive month, and most of our money goes, obviously, on our daughter. Because, you know, she's little. So, but I have asked for my birthday, if possible, for a cover for this polytunnel. So then basically I can get the polytunnel at least covered. I doubt very much I'm going to be able to get the floor done inside the polytunnel because obviously, you know, I'd like AstroTurf in there so we don't get as boggy. But the chances of us being able to afford AstroTurf at the moment is slim. So, temporary measures, people. If I can at least get it covered and said poles moved from here into what is behind you, the polytunnel would be a bonus. At least then I know that they're safer, it will hold up better until we can get down the bottom sorted out a little bit better, because that's going to be a longer build, I feel. No, I know, it's going to be a longer build because it's a bigger area. So, let me walk over there, spin you around, and we'll take a little look at the polytunnel and see what is occurring, basically. Okay, so here is said polytunnel frame. We did have the pigs in it in the summer, hence why it's been separated into 2 and a temporary pig hut. But the pigs have obviously now moved because you've seen them, I believe, in one of the other videos, and they now have a more permanent space sorted. So this is the polytunnel frame. Obviously, you know, I need to level the ground out. I need to get that horrible stump out of the ground, because I'm telling you, we tried to dig that up once before. We couldn't kill it. I don't know what it is, but I couldn't kill it. The pigs have finally killed it. But do you think I can get... Bugger up. I'm literally going to have to dig, I think, all the way around it to get it up. Because I'm worried that if I leave it, it's going to resurrect itself and come back to life just to haunt me. So that needs to be dealt with. Obviously, we need to take down said wire. The gate needs to come down. And the ground needs to be level. Now, like I said, I'd like AstroTurf sorted. But for now, because again, like I said, I'm not too sure whether or not I'm going to use this for koi all the time, or whether or not this is just going to be a temporary measure for now, and then I use it for something else at a later date. Anyway, beside the point. So I've asked very nicely for a polytunnel cover for this one. She is 14 foot wide by around 35 long, something like that. So yeah, this is my hope, and then that way, then if I can get this covered, then if I can get this covered, then obviously I can take the poles out of there, or out of the gazebo, whatever you want to call it now. I can take them out of there, and then I know they'll be more secure. I don't have to worry about what the wind's doing, whether or not the wind's going to blow it away. This should be a lot more secure. So then I can get that sorted, move them into here, and then I know they are safe. I don't have to worry about them, and then the proper build can be in. Let me take you back down there. And because I have questions, people, that I'd like opinions upon. So let me take you down. I'm shaking like a leaf today. I think I need more sugar.
Right, okay.
Right.
So here we are.
We are at the designated area. Oh, decisions. Right, obviously, I've said before that I'd like to start where the front of the polytunnels are. So, which is right in front of you. There's the old wooden frame. And then go from there. So I'm not too sure what to do. I can't don't want to go any further than where the bottom part of the polytunnels used to be, because I want to be able to get down the side of it for maintenance, to be able to maintain the walls. Because we're thinking, let's get that bit sorted first, we're thinking about wood, say like halfway up, and then the plastic, sorry, I got distracted, something is squeaking, and I understand that we're outside. But I'm looking thinking, well, I've got all the cats, so nothing's being hunted. Oh, I know what it is, it's the crows. There must be a buzzard somewhere about, because they're distress calling. Anyway, beside the point. Got distracted. Yeah, so wood halfway up, and then the polycarbonate sheets going the rest of the way, and then doing the roof, to let obviously as much light in as possible, and for that greenhouse effect, to keep things nice and warm, because I don't want to be running heat down here at all. So we're quite a distance from the house now. I don't want to be running heat. I can get water down here because it's not too far away from the horses. I can get water, that's not a problem. I can get electric down here, but I'm only looking to be running, you know, like the filters and maybe like some emergency evening lighting. So yeah, so that's how I'm hoping. Sorry, nasty blue plaster in the way. That's how I'm hoping we can build it. So wood bottom, the plastic sides and top. We're not too sure yet, as in wood-wise, whether or not just to use pallets like on their side, so they're like higher up, and pallet it, and then obviously featherboard the outside a bit better, and then do something with the inside. So either featherboard that or use like the bamboo fencing that you get like for around your decking area. We could use that as well. But anyway, let's sort out first how the buildings are going to lay out. So this is how I want some opinions, people, please, if possible, because you know, I'm female. I change my mind all the time, and Paul's just as bad as I am. I'm laughing because, you know, I don't even know, if I'm being honest, how me and Paul and my dad are going to fare at getting this cover on the polytunnel, not alone building this. I mean, oh, you should see us. I mean, we looked really good on that video, you know, doing the fish room, because, you know, we cracked that out. We knew exactly what we was doing. You know, not my first rodeo, not my first fish room. I knew how things should be. Not a problem. We had the equipment. Let's just go for it. And we cracked on. We did really well. But when you're looking at a complete blank area and you're like, oh, shizer. How are we going to do this? I don't know how the two of us or the three of us are going to do this. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, beside the point, it'll be a good laugh. I'll make sure the camera's constantly rolling. There's going to be accidents everywhere, as you can tell from my finger. I'm very accident prone. How I got away in the equine world for so many years, I don't know. You want to see my hospital file? Right, beside the point, I'm whittering. Okay, so oh, sorry, that was a bit fast. Let's go slower for you. Right, the plan is obviously not to go any further that way towards the old greenhouse as possible, for maintenance, so I can maintain said walls. So we're looking at the overall, like, from what there, the polytunnels that were originally here, going from the one side there to side there to side there and side over there. These polytunnels were 60 foot long. So from, you know, front, from door to back, were 60 foot. Each one you're looking at around, they were probably 20 foot wide. Oh, I just tripped on a cat. What cat was that? Sorry, Molly cat. I just stepped on your head. It's all right. I'm sure you've got more lives left. Okay, so that's what I mean. I'll walk anywhere and these cats are up my backside. You'd think they'd never been fed. But look, one, there's Fifi, there's Molly cat, there's Pumpkin, and there's Shadow. They're just everywhere. These are my daughter's cats. But, you know, they see me as the person that feeds them. So I'm out here, so it must mean they're going to get fed. And they're clearly bloody not at the moment. So, I don't know. Right, what we're not sure on is whether or not to do, basically, rebuild within the polytunnel frames, or join them together to make one big building. We're not sure. I mean, this space over here that's behind said big willow tree that needs a trim, but I'm not going to touch her because she's beautiful. This area here, I want to put in a smaller building, if you want, for like extra space, or maybe a quarantine area, or something of the fact. But at the moment we're talking about, you know, like the two bigger buildings. So I don't know whether to go basically build the buildings within the frames that were left, or possibly join them together, or, you know, what's going to be easier. I mean, in all fairness, these were 60 foot long. We could probably go further back, because that's obviously where, this is where all the burnt bits were. You want to see what we pulled out of that. My lord, which is one reason why I don't want to dig down. We attempted to dig down on this property a few times now, and each time I've not liked what we've dug up. In one spot, I swore there was like heaps of metal. In another pot, there was another spot, there was old brickwork. So that was clearly, obviously, an older building, which was in the orchard. part of a tree's grown up around it, so we can't get it out. And I mean, like I said, when I say that this thing was overgrown, I mean literally the brambles were taller than me. I'm not even kidding you. This whole area, other than like burnt, you know, bits of wood and plastic and twisted bits of metal and whatever else, but the whole lot was honestly bramble all the way, like up to my shoulders, you know. And I'm not even exaggerating. It was horrendous. But anyway, beside the point. Yeah, and then in another part that we dug down in, I honestly thought we should have been calling, you know, like some kind of investigating, you know, like time team or the police or something, because I swore to God we was actually digging up someone's grave. Because the bones, the size of these bones were unbelievable. We did find out that apparently it was animal. It wasn't human, so we're okay. I've not disturbed anyone's final resting place. But yeah, so I that's it. I don't want to dig down anymore. I've had enough. So as far as I'm concerned, they're all above ground ponds. I'm not going in ground at all. Just above ground ponds. I'm not messing with it no more. Not for me. So, but obviously, you know, we've got this big space behind. Which I thought at first brilliant, because then, you know, I've got loads, because the idea was the wastewater from said ponds or buildings was going to come out and down into my drainaway ditch, which obviously works very well, because even though it's completely clonked up with overgrownness, it drains. So the idea was that my wastewater was going to go into there, but obviously that's a big gap, so I'm thinking we might be able to come back further as well. So maybe we're looking at 65 foot, maybe more. So yeah, like I said, right, these are basically, you know, the questions. I know for definite I don't want to be digging down as much as possible. I really don't. Levelling obviously needs to be happening, but I don't want to be digging down. I want above ground ponds. My waste is obviously going towards said ditch, and I have ditch over there. My whole land is surrounded by ditches, so I'm okay for that. So obviously I want all my waste going that way. But yeah, so what would you do? Let's have some suggestions. Would you go for like one big building? Would you go for 2 buildings separated? What would you do? Because obviously, you know, I'm looking to I mean, the whole idea of the buildings would be to breed the koi, and to grow them on. So what would... There's more experienced people that have built koi houses than I am out there. So if you had this said bit of land and you wanted to build koi houses on it, like I said, I want a solid... I want solid-ish walls. I want the wooden bottom with the polycarbonate sides halfway up and top for the greenhouse effect. I don't really want to go polytunnel again down here, because we do get really windy, and even though, you know, it looks like we've got beautiful hedging all the way around us, the wind does rip through this pretty much, and we are in the country. Behind us is a cattle field. He doesn't do anything with that field there, because this is the back end of one person's field, and then you've got the cattle field there that sort of goes in like an L shape around us. That field back there, he doesn't do anything with that either. So we get a lot of muntjac coming through that field, and they occasionally, sometimes I'll find them, like if I'm up first, like early doors in the morning, I'll find muntjac in my paddocks drinking out my water, which is lovely, and I make sure, you know, all year round it's there for them. But we get rabbits, we get foxes, we've actually caught a stoat on our property, unfortunately eating some of our livestock. But yep, so we get stoats, where unfortunately we get rats. So I want that solid structure bottom. I do not want a hole put into a polytunnel down here and it getting whisked away by the wind. So when I build it, I want it built so it's going to withstand the weather at least. So here is my question for you people out there. Please bear in mind that me and Paul are not builders. We don't do this. We're not builders. We've put up sheds. We're okay. We've built some, some stables, but that's about it. So we're not builders. Let's not get technical. It is what it is. I don't know how me and Paul are going to do this. I really don't. It's hilarious to me because I know what we're like. Procrastinate over everything, and if we can make up our mind, it's even better. Oh, it's going to be good fun. It'll be a laugh if nothing else. Oh dear. So there's my question. Okay, so what would you do? One big building, two separate buildings, or would you do something completely different? There is my question for you. What is that cat doing? What are you doing, Shadow? Shadow! I'm ignoring you. Gone. Cat gone. Stupid cat. Right. Okay, so yeah, there is my question. So yeah, it's getting to that time of year. I feel like that spring might be here soon. I'm hoping. I'm praying. And then we can start getting stuff done. But like I said, the first thing on the agenda is to sort out the my polytunnel in that way cover. I know that the koi that we have are safe and I don't have to worry about that gazebo flying off one night and me out there in my pajamas trying to hold it down, swearing at the sky and that kind of shit. So yeah, so what do you think? Are we thinking two buildings? Are we thinking one big building? Are we thinking something different? I don't know. I don't, like I said, I'm not even sure how me and Paul are going to get this done. But where there is a will, there is a way. We will get this done one way or another. Oh, it's going to be funny. It's going to be funny. I promise you, I will make sure that the camera is strapped somewhere, just rolling for the whole entire lot of it. Because it's going to be funny. It's going to be funny. I've got so many plans this year. And I don't know if any of them are going to get done. Oh, dear. But anyway, believe it or not, we're still trying to sort out our house. After X amount of years being here. And we're still trying to sort it out. Because, something always comes up like this. Something always comes up like this. Like, are we going to do this year? I thought we was going to do that. No, we're going to do this year. Oh, we're constantly changing our minds. Anyway, this is what's happening. So, yeah, I want suggestions, please, people. Suggestions on what to do out here. Because like I've said, I've built fish rooms before. I know what I'm doing now. But when it comes to like a full fish house, when all you're dealing with is this, I'm not sure what to do. What do we do with this space? There's so much potential. So many ideas and not enough brain cells. So, okay. So let's have a discussion. Let's pop your suggestions in the comment section provided, and let's see what one we go with. It'll be good fun. I'm hoping to get to go out somewhere on my birthday, somewhere koi related. I'm not sure where yet, but I'm hoping to go somewhere. And maybe I can get a bit of recording done, or maybe not, or maybe just go out with some friends. I don't know. But yeah, so that's what I've asked for my birthday. I've asked for a polytunnel frame, because you know that is what someone in the wrong end of their 30s asks for, apparently. Excuse the mess behind me. But yeah, so that's what we ask for, apparently. I'm going to go this way. I don't know why, but we're wandering now, just for the sheer sake of it. We're going to go past. Oh, look! You can see all the mess in the background. Look at that! Look, there's my dad's house. Where is it? Dad's house. And yes, and fields, and orchard. All waiting for spring to come so I can get the bloody horses back out where they should be, so I can have some more time. But you know, Mother Nature has a whole different idea, and it's just going to bog us down. Look. I mean, look, I will show you my paddock in a minute. I'm not even lying to you. Right, about the sheer messiness of my paddocks. I mean, you know, look at that. Look at that. Look. Can you see? Look at that. All the mud. Look at all the mud. I mean, honestly, I have a lake in the other field. Let me take you. Let me take you to our lake. Our lake. Because we have a lake, you know, big enough for a boat. Oh, I clearly don't have a lake big enough for a boat. That's me putting on my posh voice. Can you see? I'm being a twat now. You know, this is what happens when it says, maybe this should be a vlog. Is this how we do vlogs? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how we do vlogs. I'm going to try and get over the fence without killing myself. Look at that. I mean, can we see the... I mean, look, I'm going to walk in the lake. Can we see this? Look. I mean, look. I mean, there's just no need for this. How deep do we go? How deep is it at the moment? Oh my God. I'm absolutely terrified. Why do I feel like I'm going to get wet? Look. Can we see my wellies? Can we see the wellies? I feel like I've got wet foot. I've got leaky welly. Oh no. Oh no, I've got wet foot. When did they get a hole? When did my wellies get a hole? Where is the hole? Oh, look. Oh, I know why. They haven't got a hole. They haven't got a hole. Am I going to admit to you what I've just done? Am I? Yes, I am, because I'm that kind of person. Do you see my wellies? Look at my wonderful wellies that my partner bought me. Look, they have zip. They have zip. Look, and they zip up and down. It's actually a functional zip. And guess what this twat has just done? This twat has gone all the way to there in her welly on the bloody zip. On the zip. On the zip. On the zip. Okay, so now I have... Now I have a soggy foot. Only 1 foot though. Why did that welly not do it? Why did this welly not do it then? Maybe I don't, you know. Maybe I do actually have a hole. Because this welly didn't do it. But this welly did. Anyway, you don't want to hear about my wellies. What am I doing? I don't know whether this is going to get left in or not. We're going to leave it down to the editor, which is Pool. So we're going to leave it down to the editor and see whether or not he believes I should be showing myself as a complete and utter twat that I actually am to I don't know how many people is going to watch this video. Do I care? No, not really. So, yes. Right, I'm going to go back up to the house now because you know what? I've got wet foot and I've got nice thick welly socks on that have now filled up with water. So I'm now going to squelch my way back to the house. No, I'm not. I'm not going to attempt to jump the fence now because I might like I'd fall on my ass. So we're going to go this. Can you hear me squelching? That's mud. I'm squelching him, by the way. That's mud. Not anything else. So this is what I mean. The cat just jumped in the bath. Stupid cat. Stupid cat. That's what I mean, right? Cats shouldn't like water, but you know that particular cat seems to find everything that holds water to throw herself in. I don't know how she's going to survive. I really don't. I thought cats as well just naturally knew how to jump. Not that one. That one did not know how to jump. That one thought that if I shut the yard gate and she was on the other side of it, she couldn't get through because the gate was shut. I am wetting myself laughing because this cat couldn't work out how to get over the gate. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk it, eh? Right, let's shut this gate and let's go back to the house. Okay, I'm going to go and get a nice cup of chai. Or coffee, actually, because I don't drink tea. So I'm going to go and get a nice cup of coffee. I haven't shown you the mug of the day. Let me show you the mug of the day. I will be back in a minute with a coffee for the mug of the day. And the mug of the day today is my axolotl mug. Can you see my axolotl mug? How cute is my axolotl mug? I have a nice cup of coffee. My cute little axolotl mug. Yes, yes. Oh, let me show you the surprise I had in the week, one evening, with my axolotls. Hello, people. Yay! I have a quick intervention. I'm so excited. It's Sunday night. I've just got out of the bath, but still, I don't care. I've just gone to do the water changes and feeding on some of my axolotls, and look what I've got. Look, I got eggs. Eggies. From my pair that I've been trying for ages. This is my little copper male female. Oh, she said no, don't like the camera. And this is my copper male axolotl. So let me see if I can get... I don't like bright lights. Let's see. I can show you. Oh, it's making the camera go all funny. There we go. So there's the copper. That's my little boy. And there's Mummy. It's the copper male. Oh, this is so not showing up right. It's making her look so dark. But she's so pretty. What about if I did that? There we go, look. Ah, she says no. There you go. Now you can see the difference between the two. But look at all these eggs. Look at all these eggies. Oh, I am so excited. So excited. Okay, short intervention. I apologise. Guess who's getting the extra prawns tonight? Okay, so there was my axolotl surprise of the week. I'm so excited. Okay, so that's it then for today. I'm going to love you and leave you, and leave your suggestions, please, in the comments below on what you would do with the space. I suppose I better go and get on with some more work. I have tanks behind you that need sorting. So, I will love you and leave you people for this week, and I will see you again next week. Possibly. Who knows?